Have you ever sat down to pray and felt a sudden wave of shame? You want a better life. You want a bank account that doesn't make you worry every time you go to the store. You want a partner who truly sees you and loves you. Sometimes a small voice inside says you are being selfish. You might feel that being spiritual means wanting nothing at all. This idea makes you feel stuck. It makes your prayer feel weak because you are trying to hide what you truly feel from the universe. Think about a small fire in a cold room. You feel good about putting logs on the fire because the wood is what makes the light possible. Your desires are just like those logs. Without them, the fire stays small and cold. Your life needs energy to grow, and that energy often comes from what you want most. Many people believe they must be perfect before they can be spiritual. They think they need to get rid of their messy human wants to find the truth. This leads to a life of quiet guilt. You might chant while feeling like a hypocrite. You feel this way because you have been told that being good means being empty of desire. You worry that asking for a new house or a better job makes you a bad person. There is a beautiful way to look at your life. In Nichiren Buddhism, there is a teaching called Bon no Sokubodai. This means that your earthly desires are exactly what leads you to enlightenment. Your wants are the very thing that will set you free. You can use your deepest struggles to find your greatest strength. This is where we begin to see the true power of this practice. To understand why your desires are good, we have to look at the first big idea. Desire is the engine of your practice. Think about a car sitting in a driveway. It is a beautiful machine, but it cannot move without fuel. In the same way, your life needs a reason to move forward. Most of us start chanting because we have a problem. We want to pay our rent. We want to find a partner who treats us with kindness. We want to heal a body that feels broken. These wants are the fuel that gets us to the driver's seat of our spiritual life. Now, you might wonder how something as messy as a want can lead to something as pure as wisdom. This brings us to the second big idea, the inherent oneness of life. In this teaching, we believe that the Buddha and the ordinary person are the same entity because life is a single whole thing. You are already a Buddha exactly as you are. Your desires are a natural part of being alive. Trying to cut them out would be like trying to cut the waves out of the ocean. The waves are the ocean. Your desires are your life. Think about the lotus flower. It is one of the most beautiful symbols in the world. Kanako looked at a lotus flower in a pond and realized a powerful truth. The flower grew because the mud provided the nutrients it needed. The mud is not a mistake. The mud is the source of the flower's strength. Kanako saw that her own muddy feelings, her wanting a beautiful home and financial security, were the nutrients for her growth. Her chanting allowed her to grow the flower of her character directly out of those desires, because the practice harmonizes her human wants with the wisdom of the universe. You can stop fighting yourself because the energy of your desire is the same energy that creates enlightenment. When you chant for what you want, you are not moving away from your spiritual path. You are walking right into the center of it. You are using the raw energy of your human life to light a lamp of wisdom that will eventually show you the way to true happiness. The final piece of this puzzle is understanding how your desires actually change as you continue to chant. This is the third big idea: transformation through the mystic law. You might worry that if you chant for money or a house, you will stay stuck in a cycle of wanting more and more. You might think you will never find true peace because you are always looking for the next thing. However, the power of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo changes the quality of what you want. Think about Kanako's ambition. At first, she wanted a promotion because she wanted the status that came with it. She wanted people to look at her and see someone important. As she continued her practice, her desire for that promotion stayed exactly the same. She still wanted the new title and the higher pay. But her reason for wanting it began to shift because her life was becoming more polished. She started to want the position because she realized she could create a better working environment for her colleagues who were struggling. The fuel of her ambition stayed the same, but the light it produced began to illuminate the lives of everyone around her. This happens because the mystic law exists inside of you. Nichiren Daishonin taught that if you think the law is outside of yourself, you are not practicing the highest truth. When you chant for a material thing, you are actually reaching deep inside your own life to find the wisdom to get that thing. You are awakening to the power that is already in your heart. You are becoming a person who is capable of holding wealth, love, and success because your character is growing at the same time. You can begin to use this teaching in your life right now. You do not have to wait until you feel holy enough to pray. Here is the simple way to start. First, take a piece of paper and write down the things you want most, even the ones that make you feel a little bit guilty. Write down the amount of money you need or the name of the person you want to reconcile with. Second, take that list to your place of prayer. Instead of trying to hide these wants, bring them into the light. Chant for them with every bit of energy you have. Use the frustration of being broke or the loneliness of being single as the energy to say your words louder and with more focus. Your prayer will be powerful because it is honest. Third, as you go through your day, pay attention to the new ideas that come to your mind. You will find that you have more wisdom to solve your problems because you have used your desires to wake up your Buddha nature. You are using your human life as a bridge to a higher state of being. You have the permission to want a beautiful life. You have the permission to be happy and successful. Your desires are the starting point of your enlightenment because they are the evidence that you are alive and ready to grow. Now that you know your desires are the fuel for your growth, you might wonder what happens next. You might ask what you should do when you chant with all your heart, but the results seem slow to arrive. There is a specific way to handle those moments of doubt so they don't put out your fire.